Yo, what's good? We got a face cam in here today. I'm gonna replace the face of who are we gonna replace? Am I fuck it, I'm Dazzering, bro. Cause he got the best list. So I'm gonna just put my face right there. I love you, Dazzering. This is obviously on Johnnybois' channel if you want to watch the real thing and you don't want to see my shitty video of this. However, I want to take a look and give some of my thoughts on what I think of everything here. So first off, I hope you can see the top of this list very easily. Don't know if it's hard to see. First killer, first killer, first killer. Apparently Jack and Itachi, and you can probably see the rest of it. And under here is Vatira. You can probably, process of elimination, context clues, figure that out. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, first killer is the #1 disputed pick, and 3 of them got it right, but the other 2, all right, Jack is acceptable. I love that. He's definitely top 3. Definitely, he can be 1. Actually, Jack and first can be #1. I think it does have to be one of them 2 though. Itachi is pretty crazy. They were flaming Yummy Cheeseman for that. It is definitely a little crazy, but once again, this is a predictions list. All these people just think this is the player that's going to play as well as this number on the list, so it's opinionated. It's not the top 24 players like going into it if it was, and that's kind of how I'm interpreting it from a very objective standpoint, looking at the actual top 24 and who got it right and who got it wrong, instead of just thinking who is going to be the best. So Itachi could play the best, bro. We could go absolutely crazy and just shit on the ops. I don't know. Chronic at 2 is pretty cool. Let me just go ahead and look at the next thing. All right. CRR, bro. He's got to be on this list. And I see him at 11 for Johnny. He's the best player for complexity. Razebull and him, it's undisputed between them 2, but I think I gotta give the edge to CRR. Maybe Razebull's the better like offensive player, but CRR is more well-rounded than AJG. Is just like he's solid. He saw enough like to be great on the team. So CRR gotta be on this list. 11, 12, respectable. 21, which is solid. Not on this list. That's why I wrote it down. Not on this list from Dazzering. And I did praise the man because he had the best one. Actually, I think my face cam's still there, right? Is CRR on this one? Number 8. All right, so pretty high up. Honestly, I think that's a little too high for him. Complexity is like the 5th seed or the 4th seed in NA going into this. Maybe even 3rd. Because I know 5th is Dig. I forget who the 4th and the 3rd is. G2 is probably one of them. Anyways, so I thought that was something to point out. Definitely some other things I see off here. Let me know in the comments below what you think is a crazy selection. If, I don't know, you don't like Knight at 23 or you don't like Rise at 12, just let me know if you see anything absolutely out of the ordinary. All right, look. Noli has to be top 10. Has to, bro. If you're on Gen G, and this is going to be one of my biggest points of this video, if you're on Gen G or KC, Carmine Corp, you're the #1 seed of your region, the 2 big regions, NA and EU respectively. So if you're on Gen G, apparently Jack, Chronic, and Noli, I really do believe they have to be top 10. If not top 10, they have to be top 20, bro. If they're not top 20, you're just absolutely crazy, or top 15. And when I look at this, I see one player outside of it, and it's on the list I would not expect it to be. And he got flamed for it pretty hard by T-Bates, I think. But Noli is at 22. And I think that was a great thing to mention here because Noli at 22 is insane. Insane, bro. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. And, like, people always love to look at the achievements the player has with the team, which I guess I am kind of factoring that in. All of Gen G's success, therefore all 3 players should be highly rated. However, if Noli had, like, a bad history of teams and like he was the worst player on those teams and they were losing, something like that, maybe it'd be like a little different. Like, all right, Noli got on this crazy team with Chronic and Jack, but it was never like that. I feel like Noli's been like so consistently good on every team he's been on. Before this, he was on Carmine Corp with Astral and Itachi, and then he made a huge move to NA, and Noli was just amazing, bro. Like, so good. He's so smart. If you see the comms videos like Gen G at LAN or whatever, you just know he's always on, like, he's trying to win. He's making such incredibly smart plays with Jack. And number 22 is pretty crazy for that player. And you look at individuals above him and think, okay, maybe like 1-for-1 exotic could be better than Noli, or like Sypical better than Noli. And like, I kind of see that logic, but I could definitely see that better with a different player in place of Noli, because I'm taking Noli way the fuck up here, like top 10. Like, I'm taking him for Mist. Mist is not top 9 or 7. But that's T-Bates. You know all of FaZe Clan is going to be top 10. Yeah. Not to say Mist isn't good. Mist is great, but I think Sypical is performing better than Mist as of FaZe Clan as a whole. And I haven't watched like the last regional, so maybe that's why Mist has gotten such a huge boost. But I do feel like Sypical is the more consistent pick. So I like seeing him at like 15, 20. 16, and like maybe Mist beneath him. So yeah, I thought I'd touch up on that. Also, I made that Noli point, but he also had Exotic right next to him, which is the third for KC, who is the number 1 seed in EU. Exotic is here. I look on this list and I see Itachi at 19, which is once again pretty low, I would say, if you're on a top team. Looking at CJ's list, looking solid. Atomic pretty low on this though. JNav's higher than Atomic. That's a lot of respect. I love JNav's with all my heart. He's probably my favorite player of all time in the game. But like, damn, Atomic's just so good, bro. So consistent, provides so much value for the team. And then T-Bates having him at number 2 is pretty crazy. I don't know if I can have him number 2 over Jack, Vatira, even Rise, Alpha, like, bro. But hey, I respect it. I respect it. What was I talking about though? Oh, just like if you're on the number 1 team and you're rated lowly, I guess that's it. I have no more complaints. Everybody else had them all like rated high up, I hope. Wait, as I look at Dazrin's list, I don't know if I see all right, Vatira's there, Itachi's there, no Exotic. So maybe I am missing some people, and they're just not even top 25 at all. Not top 25 Exotic's kind of crazy. I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know why everyone's sleeping on him, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let's look at something else. Ahmed is on the list. He made an appearance. Easy to spot the green on these lists, so let's take a look at that. Number 22, TRK in front of Ahmed. I do like that. TRK is the more consistent, well-rounded player. I think that should be valued more than a striker that pops off like a few games or so. Not to say Ahmed is not consistent, but I think I would rather have a team with TRK than Ahmed. I don't know, man. That Falcons team, like I mentioned this in the previous video on the predictions list, but like their problem is not getting enough offense, and I think that's why Ahmed is like able to be placed so high on these lists, because he provides most of the offense for that team. But they have a very interesting team dynamic, because like everyone knows how incredible each individual is at ones, but like they come into 3v3 and they can't get it going, bro. They cannot get it going. It's very strange, but I love that team. I don't know, something to think about. Ahmed above TRK, Ahmed above TRK, TRK above Ahmed. No Ahmed on this list, which is probably, I don't know the answer to this. And then no Khaled on any of these lists. Falcons have fallen short of like a first place. They've gotten top 2 at a major before. I believe it was the spring major last year. So it's very interesting, because I feel like all 3 of them should make the list, but then you gotta cut some people off the list. Like bro, Super Lucky made every single list in 23 or lower. We're really telling me that like Khaled isn't there instead of Super Lucky? I can't leave out the other minor regions, but like I have a hard time believing that's true. And I've seen the gameplay. He is the best player on Pioneers in the past. I know now he's on. Is he on Pioneers still? I think he got traded to a different team with like Fiber and someone. God, I don't know, bro. I don't follow Oceana that well. Super Lucky's really good, but I think it could be up for debate on who could be on this list instead of him. Okay. So far, we're doing pretty good. I guess my last thing to touch up on is what is my top 3. Did I name this at the beginning of the video? Maybe not, but look. Number 1, as of recency bias, I think I gotta consider like throwing there. If nothing recent was happening, I would go Jack first, Vatira. But now recency bias, I have to do first because FaZe has been unstoppable and Gen G. Like FaZe is beating Gen G. First is literally beating Jack, so therefore first Jack, then Vatira. And then you may be asking, well, why isn't Vatira above Jack? Well, that's a great question. I don't know why. He's on the #1 team in EU. I just think Jack still brings immense value to his team, like crazy statistical value and leadership and offense, which I think is huge in the league, and defense and IQ. Wow, I really love Jack, don't I? But I mean, Vatira's an incredible player too. I've seen some of his streams. Don't understand a word he's saying, but my God, is he good. And then yeah, first killer. I don't need to even give him an opening. He's just the best in the game. All right, I think I made all my arguments. Alpha 54. I like the top 10 pick. Some people may think that's crazy. Top 4, valid. 24, insane. Any other additional thoughts? Oh wait, I got one more, bro. If you made it this far, subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you want. If not, that's cool. Atomic, bro, there's no way he's this low. The 5th seed in EU, G1, Atomic, Mark by 8, and Dorito. How are they making the land? And like none of the 3 players are making this list. Like, all right, Mark by 8 and Dorito didn't make this list once on any of them. I would see it because their names are so noticeable, but they're not on any of them. Atomic made this list 24, 21, 23, 10. See, T-Bates might have the best list. I might have to move my face to the new best list. T-Bates he recognizes game, man. And then Atomic, is he on this? All right, 14. Johnnybois gets the memo too, so that's respectable. I think I had to throw out some respect for him. And then I guess we'll touch up on Sam real quick. KV1 probably deserves to be on this. Knight, very good in threes. I played him in a threes ranked game before, and wow, he was filthy, bro. I mean, we weren't playing the best people, but like he was frying. But yeah, KV1 is probably the more well-rounded player on that roster. Okay, that's it for real this time. If I missed anything, comment below. If not, I love you. Have a great day or night and life if you never see me again. Peace.